Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my session, which is, yes, on speaking, and it is all about speaking for hometown and country. The hometown part we have already done in the first session. So, in the second session, we are going to talk about the countries today. Okay, so a grand welcome to you all again. So, let's crack it, and welcome to Unacademy Eloquence. Okay, this is Manisha Angre, and I have already mentioned that in the previous class as well that my code is ANGRE Angre. So to enroll for a course on an Academy Plus and to get a discount and to get some discount on this, you will need a code. Apply this code. You can also go and check the Unacademy Plus platform on what kind of courses that we give you, right? So what you do is you go to the platform, check the educator profile, you can follow, you can go and check the special classes that we give on the channel. So it's special. Apart from YouTube sessions, we also have special classes. Now special classes are free sessions, so it's a 1 hour session where you can attend a complete session, and you can have a look at how the educators teach. So by doing that, you will get an idea on how we teach and forget how we teach, about the what kind of platform Unacademy is, where you get to comment, you can directly interact with the trainers, you can see what is going on, you can check what is going on, you can take a feedback, everything can be done. So attend special classes. You can attend my special classes which are coming up in the first week of January now, and my one of my courses is coming in the last week, that is I'm starting on 26. And this course is going to be about a practical course, and it's going to be a kind of a mock test where I'm going to give a mock on listening, reading, writing and speaking. As you know that IELTS is all about listening, reading, writing and speaking. So there's going to be a short duration course which is more of like a practice session. And to be eligible to attend these sessions of mine, you will have to buy the package, and that is very nominal, as you have seen that in my previous class, right? Where we talked about the different packages of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months, right? So depending upon your time, like if you are in college and you still have 1 more year to go, it is better that you start preparing now and then you go for the test, rather than just jumping in and just trying in for the test. So I had uh, of lately I had one of this person who thought that I train IELTS, and then he said, okay, what is IELTS? It is all about language, and I can always come and I can also apply for the examination. It's just a language test, right? I can do that. I said, yes, you can do that. Do you have a passport? He says, no, I don't have a passport. So first of all, you cannot apply for the examination without a passport. Then second, he said, okay, if I get a passport, then I'll do it. I said, yes, you can do it, and you have to pay around 14,000 for the approximately 14,000 for the test. And he was like in a shock. 14,000 Indian rupees? I said, yes, 14,000 Indian rupees is what costs for appearing for the examination. So it is not just any Tom, Dick and Harry examination where you can just pay 1,000 rupees or 800, 500 rupees and you can just enter the examination hall, and if not done well, you can appear for n number of times over here, because it is rather exorbitant, first of all. Second thing, it requires skills. It requires strategy. It is a strategy based examination. It is not a spoken English test where you just go and show off your language skills. No, not, it doesn't happen that way. So IELTS is all about logic. Along with language, you also have to apply your logic. You Without logic, your language skills will not work over here. Fine. So considering all of these things, you should be preparing for the test. Now let's understand what kind of questions you will come across, and In the speaking test, today's topic, as you see over here, is all about answering questions on country. So the first part, that was on hometown, which we have already done. We are going to answer questions on country. So you get a different types of questions on country. Again, we are going to talk about the part one right now. So part one will have 4 to 5 questions. So the interviewer will start asking you a few questions, and the first question, if it is posed to you this way, that tell me a little about your country. So he's asking you to say a little about your country. So again, you will not be able to describe your country or tell a little about your country in just 2 to 3 sentences, right? Logically, you cannot do so. So the intention is that the interviewer or the examiner is looking for some details from you. It's not necessary that all the details that you give are factually correct. You may have to make up certain sentences, but then yes, you need to speak a little more over here. And 2 3 short sentences definitely won't help. You will have to have some good answer over here. So tell me a little about your country. So what are the areas that you can talk about? You can talk about the geographical location, you can talk about the geographical condition, you can talk about population, you can talk about industries, you can talk about politics, and you can talk about people, history, culture, anything that you are good at talking about, right? So whatever suits you. You can talk about science and technology. If you're a student, you can talk about the different institutes, colleges, education system, anything. So you have to talk a little about your country. So as a person, if you ask me what I have to talk about, I may just start, because this question can be baffling as also, right? Okay, so I will just start like this. Now I am just saying random things, right? So maybe may not be coherent at the moment, because I'm just trying to put in the ideas. So, if I have to speak about my country, there are a number of things that can be spoken of, but I will start with a slight history. So, India, or Hindustan as it is called by many. So, India comes from the name Indus River, and the word Hindustan comes from the majority of Hindus living in this country. So Hindustan is an older name, and now it is known by the name India. Now, if I have to talk about the geographical location, I would say it is a peninsular country. So you will find it to be surrounded by seas and oceans in the southern part of the country. There's also a bay in the eastern part. So there's a Bay of Bengal. So in the north, there are the Himalayas, and the south is surrounded by the oceans and the seas. However, it is a country with a variety of geographical locations. Like you have the mountains, you have the valleys, you have plateaus and deserts and coastal plains. Everything. Now, furthermore, the history. The history is. I am very proud of my country's history. It is full of Mughal emperors, Indian emperors, Mughal emperors, the Ashoka the Great, and other Mughal emperors. And also, we had a long history with the British rule in the country, the establishment of the East India Company. However, now it has become quite a modern country with the modern infrastructure, and we are the largest democratic country in the world. And you can also talk about institutes. If I go on talking, it can go on and go on, so you will just sum up. So this is how you can talk about. So you can talk about the geographical location. If that doesn't come to your mind, you can talk about the institute. So as a student may say that we have a variety of education system. There are colleges, universities, and you have the best institutes like the IITs and IIMs. And education is quite diverse. And people may also talk about religion, that we are a secular country with different religion all living with brotherhood, fraternity, everything. That is what you can say. So for this class, the idea is only to give you some mm, uh, points on how you can speak about this. Next question that is given to you is, which part of the country do most people live in? Like, for every person may not have a different idea over here. The northerners may say that majority of the population you will find in the North India, and East India is less densely populated. So we know that mostly people live in these areas, right? So you can say that which part of the country do most people live in. As you so I will say, as you see that India is a country with different different geographies. So there are deserts and mountains and coastal plains, everything. So majority of the people, yes, of course, they do not live in the Himalayas. You will find less population over there, but on the plains you will find more population, and it is densely populated in some of the coastal areas like Maharashtra, which is densely populated again during near the coast. You can say that. Maybe that may not be the correct answer, but then you can say that. Yes, eastern part of the country is less densely populated because of the high mountains, right? So that is how you would answer. Next question is, where is your country located? Now my country is located in the southeast continent, Southeastern Asia, and it is a peninsular country, so surrounded by oceans on three sides. That is what you will say. Tell me about the main industries in your country. Now, if you all know that our country is full of a variety of industries, from small cottage industries to big iron and steel industries. So we can talk about all of them here. So if you know, I will just talk about a few. I'm not giving a coherent answer here. I'm just giving the idea. You can talk about the iron and steel industries like the Tata Steel. So Tata is one of the largest industries in the country with the different sectors. They are into steel, they are into BPOs, and they are salt and everything. So you can talk about them. You can also talk about certain cottage industries and small scale industries. So there are also there's cloth in some part of the okay, it is also good for sugar because we grow sugar cane. So it has sugar cane, peanuts, then all the other industries that you can think of. Even you can talk about cottage industries. So we have cloth printing and so on. Next, you okay. So these are some of the some of the main questions that you will come across when you talk about countries, right? And if you have more queries, you can definitely follow me on Telegram. My ID is @Manisha_Angre. Any queries related to the subscription of the page of Unacademy, how Unacademy works, and how you would want to take a subscription, how to take a subscription, you can message me or you can text me on Telegram, and I would be glad to respond to your questions and to help solve your queries. Right? So do message me there, and I'll take a leave for now. So till then, take care. Bye bye.